Well, good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning, Saturday, July the 5th. Tried to go out and see some fireworks last night and found out they had them Wednesday night. Who knew? Up this morning, I got up about 4 o'clock and cleaned up the living room, bedroom. I'll feed the cats here about 7:30 or so. Whew. The girls go and their animals go, all middle of August. It's nice having your daughters around, but they fight like cats and dogs over the stupidest shit. You know how kids are. Go out here and check my mail this morning. I've got all the dishes clean they left for me. Doesn't seem like they know how to clean their own dishes. I'm trying to teach them. Oh, I gotta clean this damn gutter out again. Look at this thing. I'm at the bottom of a very low slope. I got a gutter, a drain right in front of me on the curb. This is what happens every week. They just blow their grass clippings out in the street and let them wash down with the rain. Got all these crepe myrtles blooming. Ain't that something? Look at that thing. Wow. Color show all year round around here. Magnolias still got a few blooms on them, not many. I just had to get up, get moving this morning. Whole body just don't feel like it sometimes. You gotta make it say, nope, I ain't accepting no for an answer. So, in 5 months I'll be 65. And I work a 60-hour week. Mow my own yard, ride a bicycle. Thinking about, sold my last motorcycle a couple of years back, about 3 years ago. A little Sportster, loved it. But I got midway in a completely restoring it and customizing it. The ex-wife blew up, found her boy toy, and well, the judge said, you get nothing, she gets everything. Even though she's a cheater, we're going to penalize you because you're a man. You dumbass, why'd you get married for? It's all good. Life is what it is, and everything's meant to teach you a lesson. Oh, wow. Yeah, nice morning. Oh, wow. Some dark red crepe myrtle around the corner here. Ooh, I just got to get out and get the blood pumping, like I say. It's one of those things. Boss gave me this brand new cap the other day. He said, man, I'm tired of looking at your old gray bald head. I said, pot calling the kettle black there, buckaroo. And cut up and joke. Got to pitch in and help any way you can. That's the way I believe. If you take a job, you do your job until it's complete, and then you go home and mind your own. Oh, wow, these are really nice colored crepe myrtle. You don't see this very often. Look at this thing. It's got dark red blooms on it, but look, right over here, they come out pink. Isn't that cool? And then they turn this dark red. This is really beautiful trees. Got 3 of them here in their yard. Well, I got this small. Well, I got a couple of volunteers. Nice. So, I just like getting out, smelling the flowers. Tell you what I miss. People don't have much anymore. It's old mimosa trees. Man, that smell, you wake up to that with windows open in the morning and light breeze going, that nice, beautiful smell coming in through the window. That and honeysuckle. And I'll tell you what, waking up to that, that's fabulous. But don't get it much anymore. People just don't plant the old plants like they used to. Yeah, black cat crossing in front. I don't believe in that superstition. In fact, I had a black cat that volunteered to, it looks like a calico. Never mind. I used to live in my little cabin in the woods. Oh, now that's just too much. Yeah, I know it. It'll be okay. But this old tomcat, just one night come up to the cabin. I'm telling you, I'm back off in the woods. And don't know where he come from. Solid black, except for the very tip of his tail was white. He decided he's going to move into my house with me. He'd come up at dark every night, sleep on my couch, eat food, and when the sun come up, he was at the front door, squalling and howling and wanting out. So I'd let him out and he'd come back at dark. So I just called him Cat. What you want, Cat? You dadgum heathen. That's about the relationship I have with most critters on the face of the earth. But, oh yeah, I'm beginning to feel better now. You know, you get to walking around, and moving your body, and you start feeling a little better. You just sit in that kitchen or on that couch with that boob tube on, and turn into a limp noodle, Bubba. So, I'm going to try to go look at a motorcycle today. Wanting to get back into it, but I'm going to get a lot smaller bikes than I used to have. I used to have a 1500 Vulcan. Great bike. Heavy as son of a gun, though. So I'm wanting a little something lighter. 500-600. About 400 pounds. That's more than enough. Don't have any plans of riding anybody on the back. At the very most, a backpack with a couple of days of clothes. That's all I'm going to carry. Get you one like a little Sportster or something like that, you know. And a rack on the back to tie your backpack to. Stop up at 100, 110 miles, wherever you feel like you need fuel and your butt gets sore. Get out, walk around about 15 minutes. Tell a bunch of stupid dad jokes. Get on back to it. Ride you good 300 or 400 miles a day. That's more than enough. You're supposed to be out there relaxing. I don't know what this plant is, but man, it's pretty. Wow. These purple flowers on this thing and purple leaves. Isn't that cool? Nice. So, little things you're going to miss if you don't get out here amongst it. That's what most people are so busy being fast and doing that when they do have downtime, they don't relax and get out amongst them. These big old elephant ears here. Oh my goodness, this boy has a nice yard. Look at him. Isn't that cool? Nice little variegated monkey grass. Rock flower bed. Isn't that pretty? Got some good looking stuff around his house. He's taken this old 2-story Victorian and redone it. He doesn't have a lot of clutter inside. He got the windows up and you can see inside his house. I don't care. And I'm not sure where they're from, but while they were redoing this one, they lived in a little house I'm living in now. And they left some paperwork. Says they came here from Indiana. I guess folks just get to a certain age or income level and they just want to get the hell out of the snow. It's a nice house here too. Wow. A lot of houses built in the 30s and 40s here in my little area. They've been refurbished several times. And some look good and some are just in the stages of getting redone. You can see where they came from, you know, if you paying attention. And then you see the end product. Yeah, that's good. I'm the ultimate recycling, right? 100-year recycle. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But man, the upgrade you got to do if you want a modern house. If you don't mind living with an old gas fireplace or wood burning one even. Problem with the old folks is my great grandmother started out a last name Ward, first name Mary, born back in the 1800s. And all those years they claimed to be Cherokee. Well, not so much. Do the DNA, there's no damn way I could be 97.5% Irish and having Cherokee, no American Indian blood in me whatsoever. And yeah, I don't care about your woke and correct speech. I'm gonna call it the way I sit and where I was raised, and if you don't like me, I don't care. Well, Jane was married 3 times in her lifetime. She lived to be 98. Born in 1840s. I'm not sure where she came from. I heard the Kentucky-Ohio border area somewhere in there. And she married Mr. Lee first, last name Lee. And after the Civil War, they migrated over to Oklahoma. He worked in the sawmills there. You're outside 24/7. Come home, all you got's a little sheet metal wood heater to keep your little shack warm. Didn't eat good, died of pneumonia. And somewhere in the early 1900s, she had been probably 40 or so, 35 to 40. Mr. Lee died. Married my great-grandfather. Everybody called him Jack. Jack Raymond. And they were married about 20 years. Had my grandpa Charlie, and that's the only kid that I know of. But there could have been others. And then Mr. Raymond died of pneumonia working in the same damn sawmills in Oklahoma, North Texas area. Well, never got remarried. My dad moved out of the house when he was Charlie's son. Moved out of the house. His mother and father got a divorce, or she did. He was down on a ranch in South Texas during the Great Depression. My dad was 8, 9, 10 years old. Only job he could get. So he took it and sent all his money home to his wife and kids. Had Mr. Raymond and my grandmother had 2 kids. My dad, Carl, and my Aunt Hazel. And while he was down working, she had a damn cousin up out of Arkansas. She just moved up there and shacked up with her husband and had a kid with him. And gave him this last name of Smith. And Grandma was still alive. She's still living right around the Texas-Oklahoma border area. Out close to, I can't remember the name of the town, but it's west of Texarkana. On the old highway there, it goes along the Red River, Texas. So Dad was forced to work after he finished the 3rd grade. Smart man, just didn't have much formal education. He got married, he's 17, his first wife was 16. That lasted a year, and her folks had to come put her in a nut house for putting up a dad. And then he remarried my half-brother and sister's mom. I don't even know her name. Had Carl Wayne and Virginia. Well, Virginia passed away at 40, but Virginia was the oldest. 1940, I think it's 41. she had Virginia. And the next year they had Carl. But grandma, great-grandma, Mary, she didn't have money for doctors and all that stuff. They're getting by. Depression era wages. So when his wife got pregnant with the second child, Carl Wayne, this is the story I've heard. I don't know. I wasn't there, obviously. Well, Grandma played midwife for the first child, Virginia. Stayed up all night with the girl. She was 98 years old. Well, come morning, everything was fine. Baby was here. Mom was doing okay. Grandma went in the front room of her house. Great-grandma. And sat there, got her a cup of coffee, and just passed away sitting in her chair. 98 years old. Well, I obviously never met her or my great-grandfather. Did meet my dad's cousin, Mr. O.B. Lee. So my dad wanted my middle name to be Obie. My mom said, not no, but hell no. We'll use the last name, call him. Use middle name Lee. That's where I got my middle name. And it's doing good. Dad joined the CC camp so he could send the money home to his wife and take care of them two babies. And he'd been gone maybe 6 months, and she run off. She had kinfolk over in Georgia, and she run off over there and got a divorce while he was in the Navy in World War II. Well, Dad was in the CC camps and out in Arizona and New Mexico building fences, digging wells, so on and so forth. And they had a radio out there at the camp, but hell, it was 50 miles away from anything. Out in northern New Mexico, over by Lordsburg. Was it? Somewhere up there. Close to the Arizona-New Mexico border. And he had moved them out there because heard they'd be healthier out there and he'd keep an eye on them. And his wife had done left him, so he moved them out there and they stayed until the 70s. That was 41. And December the 7th, 1941 happened, and they didn't hear about it, but on the 8th, they knew about it because the U.S. government sent a whole convoy full of Army trucks out. 2,000 men in that camp out there doing that work. They drafted every one of them on the spot. And how you got drafted way back was your service, what service you went into, depending on your letter, your first letter, your last name. Most of the Navy guys, which my dad was a Seabee in the Navy, because they could run a dozer and all kind of heavy equipment. Well, his R got him in the Navy. R for the last name, S-T. So look up your Navy records during World War II, and you're going to find out that most of the guys were at the end of the alphabet there. You had Army, Army Air Corps, Marines, and Navy. And the draftees are, like I said, based on their first letters of their last name. So you got a lot of World War II vets. You're going to find that if you know their last name, you're going to find out what service they were in, because that's how they were drafted up. Or at least they were at the beginning. Well, Grandma and Grandpa stayed out right at the Arizona border, New Mexico border, till the late 70s, when my dad and his sister moved them back over here to Texas. So they could keep a close eye on them. They were getting pretty damn old. We called him Uncle Ray, that stepbrother my grandma had with her cousin. God, people, crazy. I got some beautiful cousins, but am I ever gonna shack up with them and have a kid? Well, hell no. I ain't from Arkansas after all. But anyway, having a good morning. We'll fill y'all in on some more family history and stuff. And perhaps I'll tell you again about my stupid life. Until I finally learned that all things are temporary. Your situation in life, your romances, your friends, everything comes and goes. The only thing you can hold on to is your morals. And if you got morals, if you're doing the right thing and living right, to the best of your ability, don't ever worry about what people think about you, because they're just shit. Anyway, good morning. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I know I am. All right now. Bye.